Hi, and a very warm welcome to this new lecture or new video. In our previous video, we spoke about the basic operations on workbook. Now, we will talk about some basic operations on worksheet. And as you know, worksheet is nothing but the pages available in a workbook. A Excel file is referred as a workbook, and the pages available within the Excel file are referred as worksheet. So let's go ahead, open a new Excel file, and we will talk about the various options. And we will start with a blank file. And now you can see that in this particular file, we have only one page or one worksheet named as sheet 1. You want to add more worksheets or you need more pages to work on. So in order to add worksheets, what you can simply do is here, right at the bottom of the worksheet, you can see a plus sign. So this plus sign, when you will hover your pointer of the mouse on that plus symbol, it will show you a tooltip name which reads as new sheet. So you can simply click on this plus sign and you can see a new worksheet by the name of sheet 2 has been added. Similarly, by clicking on this plus button, you can add as many sheets as you want. So now here you can see that we have 6 worksheets in this particular workbook. So this is how you can add the sheets. Oops, I did a mistake. I never needed 6 worksheets. I needed only 3 worksheets. So I have 3 extra worksheets. So in order to remove these extra worksheets, I need to delete them. And for deleting worksheets, what I will do is I will simply select the sheet that I want to delete. So in this case, let's start with deleting sheet number 5. So I have selected sheet number 5. And then again, what I will do is now this sheet number 5 is selected. Again, I will press the right button of the mouse and a dialog box, something like this, will open. And here we can see different options are available, and the second option is delete. I will click on this option delete, and my worksheet 5 is gone. You can see in this list we have sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4, and sheet 6 because we have already deleted sheet number 5. Let's try this out again. Right click, a dialog box with the options will appear on the screen. Just select the second option, delete, and that particular sheet is gone. So this is how we can uh, add and delete worksheets in a workbook. You are working on a workbook which has got multiple sheets and there is a specific data on each worksheet. So in order to make it user friendly or in order to make it easy to follow, you can give a name to the worksheet as well. For example, here, the sheet 1, we want to change its name. So what we will do is we will go to the particular sheet for which we want to change the name, then right click. Again, the dialog box will open with some options. We will select the third option, rename. Now, again, you can see the name of the sheet is highlighted and it has become editable. So what we will do is we will type in the name that we want to give to this particular sheet, and the name that we have decided is customer data. Once you have typed the name, you have keyed in the name, simply press enter. And you will see that name of that sheet has changed for you. Now we don't have anything called sheet 1. We have a sheet named as customer data, sheet 2 and sheet 3. Let's try it out again. Select the sheet for which you want to change the name. Right click, a dialog box will appear with some options. Select the third option, that is rename. The name of the sheet will be available for you to make the changes. Here we will say sales data. Press enter. So now you can see we don't have sheet 2 also. Now we have a sheet called customer data. We have a sheet called sales data and sheet 3. This is how you can change the name of your worksheet. Now, at times, for example, you are reviewing a sheet, a workbook containing multiple sheets. Once the review is done, you want to keep a track or you want to keep a tab that which all worksheets in the workbook you have already reviewed, or you are sure that these worksheets are complete, there is no data error, everything is fine. So you can change the color of your tabs. How to change the color of the tab? Select the worksheet for which you want to change the color. Right click, you will get a dialog box and then you will have an option named as tab color. So right now you can see all the tab colors by default is gray as per the system setting. Now I want to change the color of tab number 3 to red, color of sales data to green, and color of customer data to blue. So this is how you can change the color of the tab as well. To change the color, select the sheet for which you want to change the color. Right click, go to the option tab color and choose the color that you want for that particular tab or that particular sheet. So this is how you can change the color of the tab. Now, right now in this particular workbook, we have three sheets. That is sheet 3, sales data and customer data. Sheet 3 is additional sheet. Right now, we don't want to use it. And at the same point in time, we don't want to delete it also. We have put some rough notes or some rough calculations on sheet 3, which we want to retain, which we don't want to lose. But at the same point in time, we don't want others to have access to it, or we don't want others to see the data, notes, or comments, whatever we have put in sheet 3. So very safely, what we can do is we can hide the sheet. For hiding a sheet, what we will do is again select the sheet that you want to hide and select the option hide. Right now, you can see this unhide option is grayed out, or it's not very prominently visible, or you cannot use this. Why? Because we have not any sheet which is already hidden. Now, as for example, we wanted to hide sheet number 3, so we will select the option hide. Now you can see we have only two visible sheets. Actually, in this workbook, we have three sheets, that is customer data, sales data, and sheet 3. But on the face of the workbook, we can see only two sheets, that is customer data and sales data. Why? Because we have hidden the sheet uh, sheet named as sheet 3. Now this is how you can hide the worksheet. Now, if you want to bring it back, what you can do is on either of the any of the visible sheets. Here we have two, so that's why on either of the visible sheet, you can right click, and now you can see that the unhide option is also available for you. Reason being, there is a sheet, or maybe there are sheets which are hidden in this workbook. So you will click on unhide. The moment you will click on option unhide, it will show you the list of all the worksheets which are hidden. In our case, we have hide only sheet 3. So that's why only sheet 3 is available. Let's cancel this out. Sales data, let's hide this sales data sheet also. Now we have only one visible sheet, which is customer data. We will right click on this. We will go to option unhide, and now you can see you have both the sheets, that is sales data and sheet 3 in the list. So whichever sheet you want to unhide, you can select the name of that particular sheet. So first let's unhide the sheet named as sheet 3. Select the sheet, click OK. Now the sheet 3 is again available. You want to unhide the sales data as well, right click, go to option unhide, select the sheet sales data and click on OK. So now all the three sheets are available for you to view. So these are some of the basic operations that we can do in regard to sheets. One more operation that we can do is rearranging or ordering the worksheets. That is, this worksheet 3, worksheet named as sheet 3, we want to bring it in the very beginning. So what we will do is we will select the sheet, we'll press the left button of the mouse, and then we will drag it to the place where we want to place it. So now sheet 3 has become actually sheet number 1 in this workbook. Similarly, we want to bring the customer data to the end of the list, or we want to have this customer data as last sheet. Simply select the sheet, press the left button of the mouse, drag it and drop it wherever you want it. At times, we may land up in a situation where we want to create a copy of a worksheet. The worksheet which is already there, we want to create a copy of that worksheet. For example, here this customer data. We want to create a copy of this worksheet named as customer data. So what we will do is we will right click, we will click on option move or copy. The moment you will click on this option move or copy, a dialog box something like this will open. And here we have some options. Here we have selected the option move or copy. So this sheet 3, if we will select it to move to end and click OK, then let's see what will happen. Oops, sorry. We have selected sheet 3, move or copy, and we have selected option move to end. So what will happen is the sheet 3 has been shifted from first place to last place, but copy has not been created. Because why? Because in this move or copy option, we have just selected where we want this worksheet to go. But if you will click on this option create copy, and we will say before sheet. So here we have name of all the worksheets available in our workbook, and we are telling that where this copy should be created and placed. So we are saying it should be, we want to create a copy of worksheet named as sheet 3, and we want to place it in front of sales data or before sales data. Now we will click on OK. Now you can see we have sheet 3 which is already there. We have a new sheet added to the workbook named as sheet 3.2. That means sheet this is a duplicate copy of which sheet? Sheet 3. And it has been placed before sales data. So this is how you can copy the worksheet within the same workbook. At times, we may land up in a situation where we had to copy a worksheet to a new file. How we will do that? Same options, right click, select the sheet for which you want to create a copy, right click, move or copy, Now, now instead of simply telling which sheet to copy, where to put it in the file, obviously we want to create a copy. So we will select the option create copy by putting a check in this tick box. To which workbook? To which workbook? Here we have this drop down arrow. From here we can select. So right now, here we have only one Excel workbook which is open. So if you have multiple workbooks open, all the open workbooks will be appearing here in this list. Right now we don't have any. So what we will do is we will select new book and we will click on OK. So now let's see what will happen. You can see a new workbook has been created for us by the name of book 2, and it contains a tab or a worksheet by the name of sales data. So these are some of the basic operations that you can perform in regard to worksheet. That is adding a worksheet, deleting a worksheet, renaming a worksheet, changing the color of the worksheet or tab, hide a worksheet, unhide a worksheet, copy the worksheet within the same workbook, and copying the worksheet to a different workbook. So that's all in this video. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you.